Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. It's caught by Bryant. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag. After the penalty, it's Mixon.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Given 6 yards in the first down. The Ravens at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. On the move past the 40, down the right sideline, and all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Steps away. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bryant. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man here, it's Bryant. Touchdown, Bengals. Harrison Bryant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Agnew now to return. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mixon will try the right side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
No, we changed it.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 70. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Boyd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action. It's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Hey, middle.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish it.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Jackson on first down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Gun. They'll look to throw.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Ravens use the short field to get in for 6.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 4. His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 56 yards. And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He has still not connected on a single pass in this 2nd half.
And right now, they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To Mixon on the check down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Escaping the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. On the delay, it's Mixon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 69 yards on the ground for him so far. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Third down and 5.
Hey, middle.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
No, we changed it.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got Mason complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did that? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offense.